All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. The comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure.
Stick around, let me hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's a crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around, let me hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's a crown on me, wear it proud. What they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella. Ay, getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take, just wait till it develops.
Stick around, let me hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So, this is your first time watching. Don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox, as well as PC and Nintendo. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome, guys. So we do have some massive topics to go over and discuss. Today we're a little bit loaded than a baked potato. And man, the Switch 2 situation is getting even more crazier than I was even anticipating. So we're going to be going over that here today, and more delays and more tariff stuff going on. At least right now we have a pause for 90 days, which could equate to Switch 2 being saved. But we will see. For 90 days, we'll see. I mean, the console is coming out on June the 5th. And so hopefully the price of the Switch 2 does not go up because of this pause here. And we will see what happens, because right now at $450, we know that the console is too much for some people. And let's face it, I think the way how Nintendo handled that PR statement about if you can't afford a Switch 2, then go buy a Switch 1. Let's be honest, that was rude. And, you know, that kind of pissed a lot of people off. But the reality is, hey, if you cannot afford a Switch 2, then obviously, you're going to be playing whatever you can afford, or you're going to buy something else cheaper, or you're going to wait for a price drop. But I felt like it just kind of put a little bit of bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Considering Don Matrix said the same thing back in the day with the Xbox One. And so Doug Bowser, I felt like, could have handled that a little bit better. But hey, you know what? It is what it is at this point. So with the pause of the tariffs and everything like that, I feel like that should at least give us a little bit of breathing room for the Switch 2 to come out at the price of $450, which I think is a really good price. I mean, yes, $399 would have been an excellent price point for the Switch 2. But hey, we're dealing with $450 right now, and then with taxes and everything. So let's hope with this pause on the tariffs, Nintendo do all their assessments that they need to do. This is good news. And that they can come out and be like, listen, April 20th is the new pre-order date, you know, for the Nintendo Switch 2, blah, 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 or whenever. Hopefully it's this month. If it's not this month, then it's going to be, you know, next month. So we'll see.
If the Nintendo is more than $500, is you still getting it, or you don't think it'll be worth that much?
I will be getting it. I will be getting it. At $500, yeah, man. I think honestly now 600, we're pushing it at 600, or 550, we're pushing it. At $500, heck yeah, it's worth it, because it's already $500. You know what I mean? Before Nintendo do their assessments, I mean, if you're thinking about the Mario Kart World bundle, then the Mario Kart World bundle is basically $500 before taxes. So with taxes and everything, you're talking about like $550. And at that point, I still think it's worth it, because when you think about Mario Kart World, you know, being a $80 game, which is on the pricey side, yeah, I think it's worth it. I mean, you get that game for $50, and you know, there you go. So yeah, heck yeah. I mean, even if they go up on the price, I'm just saying hypothetically, even though they pause on the tariffs for 90 days or whatever, because, you know, assessments and whatever, and other countries and blah, blah, blah. I ain't gonna get into all the political stuff, but just know that they pause it for 90 days. And basically, like I said before, this is a good thing, because, you know, a lot of people are really worried about the price even going a little bit higher than that. But think about it, like even at $450 with taxes, right at $500, I think it's worth it. My opinion. Now, you know, for some people, they're looking at it like, nope, it's not worth it at that price point. Some people want it to be even at $399. Yeah, $399 I felt like would have been the sweet spot, because $450, which I actually did predict, $449 on the higher end. That was my initial prediction. $399 to $450, and it's indeed $450. And then with the Mario Kart World bundle, $500. But yeah, like I said before, $399 would have been perfect. At least for a lot of people, because I mean, $50 does make a difference. A lot of people will always say, "Oh, $50. Well, Marlon, it's just $50." Yeah, it's $50. Like, you can't go out on the street and go pick up $50 off the ground. But I feel like $399 would have been more appealing for a lot of people. But then also you have to think about all the features, all the capabilities of the Switch 2. And then also another thing that people would be complaining about would have been the price of the games, right? So yeah, that's also another thing that people are very upset about. Rightfully so. They need to be upset. I understand that. But you know, in this day and age, man, with technology the way it is, and you know, the cost of development is going through the freaking roof right now. We have a lot of inflation, a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, you know, and Nintendo is like, listen, what we're offering, and even Doug Bowser pretty much came out and talked about the price of the Switch 2 and basically say like, what we're offering the gamer value. You know what I mean? And we believe in the price. We believe in the value that we're offering with the Switch 2, the capabilities, the bigger screen, the 4K dock, the magnetic, you know, Joy-Cons. You know, we still don't know. Well, we had a Nintendo representative pretty much came out and said that, listen, the Joy-Con 2s are not going to be Hall effect sticks, which, hey, we'll see. But I'm hoping that they're actually going to be better than the OG, you know, Joy-Cons, because we had so many issues but that's besides the point. The point is that Nintendo feels confident about what they're offering with the Switch 2. And on paper, from what I've seen with my own two eyes, and, you know, Digital Foundry, you know, they're the tech experts, whatever. But hey, I'm still, you know, going to do my own, you know, tech analysis, my own self. And from what I'm seeing, the graphics on the Switch 2 looks incredible, right? I mean, Digital Foundry said it's on par with PS4. Okay, whatever. It looks better than PS4 to me with my own two eyes. But hey, that's subjective, to each their own. But either way, it looks really good to me when it comes to third-party games. They said third-party games is on the level of PS4. That's what they say. To me, it's like almost right there with PS5. To me, all right. To each their own. To each their own. But you know, I'm excited. You know, this is something that I've been wanting for a very long time when it comes to the Switch and Nintendo and Everything that I wanted the Switch 1 to be, the Switch 2 is. You know what I mean? And I wanted Nintendo to have more third-party support. Like, heck yeah, I would like to play Call of Duty, Black Ops, whatever new Call of Duty comes out, and it's powerful enough to run that. And man, we're getting that. And people don't understand how amazing this is from a Nintendo standpoint. And I think people are having Nintendo on this high hierarchy pedestal, like, they just have to be Microsoft and they have to be Sony and offer ray tracing and 4K and blah, 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 blah. But listen, you're getting 4K. Am I saying that everything is going to be 4K 60 first party or even third party? Third party is probably going to be less than 4K. I don't care. As long as it's running at 60 frames per second for the games that I want to play third party. Listen, I have tons. Thank God, and God bless my heart that I'm in the position to be able to play my third-party games wherever I see fit. I have the PS5 Pro to play my third-party games. I have the Series X, thank God, and thanks to you guys, to play my third-party games. I have a 5090, thanks to my man, I forgot his name already. Forgive me, Thailand. Thanks to Thailand, I got a 5090. That man bought me a 5090. So, and thanks to you guys with the help, like I have a Steam Deck to play third-party games. Yes, the Steam Deck is obviously, not as powerful, or whatever the case may be. But man, I can turn this thing on and play my third-party games. Like, I mean, and again, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not buying a Switch 2 for third-party games. Like I don't care. Don't care. Like some people are like, oh, it's running at 720p and it's running at 40 frames and 20 frames and 30 frames. I don't care. Okay. But for those of you who literally just, buy Nintendo consoles, third-party games, that's your business. I buy it for the second party and the first party stuff. That's what got me into Nintendo in the first doggone place. You have tons of options. No reason for you to be complaining, oh, the system is underpowered, blah, blah, blah. You have tons of options. So yeah, there's that one. And I'm excited. I'm excited. As somebody that grew up in the 80s, 90s on Nintendo, all the way up until where I'm at now. Started this channel on Nintendo, by the way. Did voice acting for Nintendo, by the way. Like, this is crazy stuff. This is like legendary stuff. So I don't agree with every single thing that Nintendo does, but at the same time, hey, they're imperfect, just like Sony, just like Microsoft. But I still do remember the things that the things that Nintendo has done for our entire industry. If it wasn't for Nintendo, man, come on, man. Let's give respect and flowers where it's due. But there are some anti-consumer practices. There are some rude behaviors of Nintendo, of course, just like every other company. But man, my heart, is happy at the fact that the Switch 2 is powerful enough to be able to entertain not only first-party games looking their best and playing their best that was struggling on the Switch 1, but also the third-party games as well. You feel what I'm saying? Because the third-party games on the Switch 1 was lacking, like very badly. There was a lot of games that developers really wanted to put on the Switch 1, but it was underpowered and it couldn't do it. Switch 2 is going to be able to do it. Yes, like I said, it's not going to do 4K 60 on every single thing, but hey, that's okay with me. So I'm looking forward to more new IPs from this. Is just, people need to calm down. This is just the beginning. You see what I'm saying? Nintendo is good for it. And that's one thing I love about Nintendo. They come with the directs, bro. They come with the directs. You be having like 3-4 directs for the year, maybe 5. If you count the mini directs, the indie directs, stuff like that, or a little bit more than that. So the games are coming. I cannot wait to see. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm on board. I will be getting the Switch 2 day one. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm pumped. And I will be doing comparison videos. So stay tuned for those videos and stuff like that. that I'm going to be cranking out for you guys. And it's going to be side-by-side comparison with your OG Switch, with the switches, so you guys can see. Maybe you might be holding on the fence and stuff like that on what you want.
People gone show greedy Tendo who got the real power.
Well, there you go. There you go. And like I said, vote with your wallets. If you think that Nintendo is being greedy, vote with your wallet. And I can't stress that enough. Like, if you think that Nintendo is being greedy, you don't want to support a greedy company. All these companies are greedy. Let's get that out the gate right now. So I don't want people to sit there and single out Nintendo, point fingers at Nintendo, and basically saying that, oh, Nintendo is greedy. Like, no, Sony greedy too. Okay, they're all greedy. Microsoft too. They all freaking greedy. You know what I mean? They charge what they charge and you pay what they charge. Simple as that. So if you don't want to support a greedy anti-consumer company, just don't freaking buy the console. Like I said, numerous streams, numerous times, the options is yours. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that prices will go up. As long as there's more value inside of the games to justify the price to performance, I'm in there. And like I said before, did Nintendo handle every single thing perfectly throughout this whole reveal of Switch 2? No, because we didn't even get the price during the Nintendo Direct. We had to find out on the freaking website how much the price is. you know what I'm saying? And in the statement of Doug Bowser, you can't afford Switch 2, buy a Switch 1. You see what I'm saying? There's just certain things that I just felt like Nintendo could have handled a lot better. There's no defending that. And like I said, I'm for the consumer at the end of the day. Right is right, wrong is wrong. But I just feel like the hate level is literally through the roof. Besides those things, I feel like the hate level and the price of the games, I feel like the hate level is a little bit too high. The salt is too much. But regardless of the fact, like I said, I think the Switch 2, if with them pausing on the tariffs and stuff like that, I think the Switch 2 is going to sell out. It's just inevitable. It's going to sell out. I think something like 8 million units or something like that Nintendo got ready to go, which is more than the PS5, more than the Switch, more than any other console. They have even more inventory. They had plenty of time to, I think, like a year or something like that to kind of, get the ball rolling on everything. So that's awesome. And 8 million is not going to be enough, because I am telling you right now, if the price remains the same, gone. Even if it goes up $50 more, or even on the higher end, $100 more, it's going to sell. It's just Nintendo. It's going to sell. But I don't foresee it with them pausing on the tariffs. For 90 days, I don't foresee it going up. This is good news for Nintendo fans and people who are interested in the Switch too. But like I said before, even I saw a tweet yesterday, which is kind of crazy. I need you guys to pay attention to this, because I don't know how real this is, but I heard that Apple chartered like 4 planes. I think it was like United Airlines to carry over iPhones. So the 4 planes were full with freaking iPhones, just to avoid the tariffs and stuff like that. So Nintendo, listen, talk to your boy. If you're watching this, come on, take a page out of Apple's book. Doug, if you're watching this, take a page out of Apple's book, because apparently, instead of using the ship to get it across the waters and everything, they chartered a freaking commercial airline just to, I think like 4 planes or something filled up with freaking iPhones. So you got to do what you got to do. And apparently they already have, a bunch of Switches here ready to go under lock and key. And so we'll see, man, how all of this kind of pan out. But like I said, as a diehard Nintendo fan, I'm really excited for the Switch 2. We have more powerful hardware. The first party games, chef kiss, are going to look so much freaking better. I cannot freaking wait. Get hype, get excited, and let's get right into the news, man. So we do have a couple things to kind of talk about. Hope all is well with everybody. Let me just be respectful to everybody that's here. Hold on.
Tell me why AC Shadows is $69.99 Walmart exclusive with free DLC skins and Nintendo charging $90 for MK World. Thoughtful face emoji. Thoughtful face emoji. Thoughtful face emoji. Who?
Okay. So you're saying, tell me why Assassin's Creed Shadows is $69.99, Walmart exclusive with free DLC skins, and Nintendo charging $90 for Mario Kart World. Okay, first and foremost, let me just say this, $80, right? $80 is what they have listed now. Now, let me say this, right? Nintendo is like having a whole new generation, right? Mario Kart World, maybe more of the same to a lot of people. What Nintendo is saying is, listen, we add more to the game than just the typical, and not knocking Assassin's Creed Shadows, because I'm just going to keep it real with you. Out of all the Assassin's Creed games that I've played, Assassin's Creed Shadows is the best one. Hands down. I love that game. Still playing that game on my 5090 rig, and enjoying it. Playing it on the actual Steam Deck. Not so much of a, really good experience, on the Steam Deck and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I felt like Assassin's Creed Shadows kind of gave a little bit much more, flavor to the Assassin's Creed genre. And hence why, hey, we are where we are right now. But with Mario Kart World, this is a whole new way to experience Mario Kart. Yes, I feel like it should be cheaper. It should be $69. Nintendo is saying, listen, we're offering you more value for Mario Kart players. You know what I mean? You have more racers than ever before. You can get off track. You can, explore, do whatever you freaking want for the first time ever. And that's how they're justifying the price. Now, this goes back to what I've been saying before, right? If you want it, you're going to buy it. Now, at this point, Nintendo is not going to come down off the price of Mario Kart World, which I've said that before. So we can sit here all day long and debate and justify, and right is right, wrong is wrong. Should it be cheap? Should it be cheaper? Yes. But the reality is Nintendo is going to charge what they're going to charge for their games moving forward. Is every single game going to be $80? No. Some games are going to be cheaper. Some games are going to be more expensive. And let me just say this, similar to what I said yesterday, from people who sit there and pay the $100 premium, because there's people who bought Assassin's Creed for way more than $69. It's optional, but standard across the board, it is cheaper than Mario Kart World. But what I'm saying is people sit there and pay $100 to this day, right now, to play the games that they want to play at $100. So that being said, if you do not, and you're not handcuffed, and this is the problem that I have with some of the things that people are saying, you are not handcuffed to Mario Kart World. You do not have to buy Mario Kart World, right? Every single game, look, you look at Donkey Kong Bonanza. Donkey Kong Bonanza is $69.99. You see what I'm saying? All the other games that they have shown off are cheaper in regards to, Mario Kart World. Now, obviously, some of the Switch upgrades, like the Switch One games, $10 upgrade, whatever the case may be, $20 upgrade, whatever the case may be, that's also optional too. You don't have to buy those Switch games. So you do have options. So it's not like they're coming out and saying every single game is $80 or $90. That would be insane. It's just some of their games are going to be that much money. And like I said, if you want the experience, you're going to have to pay for it. This is what I don't even know if you guys realize this. Nintendo is selling you on a gaming experience, right? Which is every other game. Duh, Marlon. Every other game is selling you on an experience. But what I'm saying is that what is the game doing different that you have never seen before or from the previous game in the franchise. If it's not bringing anything new to the table or anything different to the table, then I would say it's not worth the price of admission. I'm just going to keep it $150 with you guys. And so, yeah, Nintendo people who love Mario Kart are going to pay the $80. I'm just, oh, well, Marlon, that's them bowing down to Nintendo. Oh, I'm going to see the comments. Oh, they're giving in. Oh, Nintendo fanboys. Oh, same thing could be said of people who sit there and spend $100 to play Dragon Ball Z, to play Grand Theft Auto, whatever, whatever game they want to play. Forza Horizon 5, they pay $100. Most pre-ordered version of the freaking game. Indiana Jones paying $100. Like, people are going to spend the money that they want to spend for the experience that they want. Mario Kart, believe me when I tell you this, Mario Kart World being $80, it's going to sell. And it's going to sell millions of copies. You understand? Why? Because it's Mario. Not saying it's right for them to charge $80, but it's Mario we're talking about. It's going to sell regardless. You can hate on Nintendo all you want. You can say that their games are cartoon, but you know what? Nintendo games sells way better than Microsoft and Sony combined. Sony cannot put up Nintendo numbers when it comes to their games. So you can disrespect their games all you want, cartoony garbage, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't freaking matter. The fact of the matter is Mario Kart World will dominate. That's probably going to be one of the best selling Switch 2 game. Like, period. Straight up.
MK World better come with free DLC skins to make people feel better about their purchase.
There we go. There we go. My man Javi, these are the kind of super chats I want to see during the show. Whenever people want to donate to support the show so we can continue to do what we do here, those are the kind of comments, super chats I want to see. Because that makes sense. And that would be pro-consumer, right? Of Nintendo to sit there and be like, okay, we're charging you $80 up front for Mario Kart World. Okay, here's some free DLC. Right? Here's some free DLC pack, which they could very well do because of the backlash. And I think it's just the right thing to do because then the price is going to be going up. You paid $80. Now you got to pay $20 here for this pack, similar to how they did with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, if they can do that, I think a lot of people would be okay with swallowing, the $80 of admission. So yeah, I think that, yeah, that's a valid opinion. And I think it just makes a lot of sense for them to offer, free DLC, stuff like that, just to kind of increase the value of the experience. But I'm telling you right now, Nintendo fans, the craziest fan base is like a cult. Nintendo fans are freaking cults, man. Like they just like worship Nintendo. Like they don't freaking care. Every single time Nintendo comes out with a deluxe edition of a game, a remastered version of a game, another Switch, and best believe there's going to be so many versions of the Switch 2. Right? You're going to have all these different game variations of it. You're going to have a Smash Bros. One. You're going to have a Zelda one. You're going to have a Pokemon one. And Nintendo fans are going to freaking buy it. Sells out every single time. So, like I said, with all the negativity, all the hate, all the drama, Doug Bowser saying what he was saying, Bill Trenton saying what he was saying, whatever the freaking case may be, when the dust settles, people are going to be playing games. If you are a diehard fan, whether you're going to be buying it for yourself or you're going to be buying it for your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, your grandma, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your cousin, whoever it is, that's not going to stop you. Because at the end of the day, when you realize that, oh, shoot, man, this does look pretty good. Guys, this is just the beginning. There's so many games that I'm looking forward to on the Switch 2. Games that I have in my head that is going to look amazing. First party wise. Ooh, am I preaching to somebody today? Oh, you just wait. Games, like I said, that was struggling to run on the original Switch can breathe now on the Switch too. You see what I'm saying? And I'm excited. I'm excited because a lot of the games that I have tons of Switch games, like tons of Switch games that I bought, that I put on pause. I'm like, frame stuttery, like, no, not running good. And I get really, really annoyed. There's certain games that I literally stop playing because the performance is so freaking bad. Well, now I can just pay the upgrade fee, play these games from start to freaking finish, and be happy. This is all I ever wanted for Nintendo. I wanted Nintendo to upgrade their freaking hardware powerful enough to allow these games to run at a higher resolution and also at a higher frame rate. And that's what they're doing. They're giving us what the Steam Deck. Listen, I don't even know if you guys realize this. Woo-wee. Just like I saw earlier from Digital Foundry, we saw something about the Switch 2 being a Steam Deck killer, whatever the case may be. Listen, I love the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is probably my favorite handheld system next to the MSI Claw AI Plus, 8 AI Plus. That's the king of Windows handheld right now. Forget about that ROG Ally X. Forget about it. That's the MSI Claw 8. And I'm telling you because I've reviewed it on the channel. So check out the review. But the Steam Deck, I need y'all to understand. The Steam Deck OLED, okay? This is the 1 terabyte version of the Steam Deck OLED. And listen to me, $650 was the price of admission. You guys know I love OLED. I am telling you guys right now, this is a 800p screen. And I was playing Last of Us Part 2. Thank you, Sony. I was playing Last of Us Part 2. I actually did a gameplay review on my 5090, rig. I played the game for almost 4 hours, checking out all the new stuff that they added to the game. You know, Marlene is in the game, new jacket for Ellie from Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, Jordan. But either way, on this 800p screen, 7.5 inch screen, it looks amazing. Okay. And the price of admission for a Steam Deck OLED, obviously you can buy it used, whatever, but new, $650. Hear me loudly and clear. You're getting a 7.9 inch screen, pause. No OLED, obviously, but you're getting a higher refresh. Pay attention to what I'm saying. You're getting a higher refresh rate than the Steam Deck OLED. You're getting 120 hertz instead of 90 hertz. And believe me, the 90 hertz screen on this thing is freaking butter because it's OLED. Oh, just wait until when Nintendo comes out with a Switch 2 OLED. Oh, Lord, I don't think y'all boys even ready. Mind you, the Switch 2 has HDR. This has HDR too. But man, this, what? Are you kidding me? Bro, I can't wait for the Switch 2. You have 120 hertz screen, you have HDR, and you have 1080p. So already the screen on the Switch 2 is going to be better because you get a higher refresh rate. The only thing that I would say the Steam Deck does better is the fact that it's OLED, right? It's OLED, and OLED gets you those deep blacks, contrast, all that stuff, colors just popping off the screen. It looks amazing. And so already at $450, the answer is Switch 2. For me, over the Steam Deck. If I had to pick, like if I had to do this all over again and repurchase this a while back, at $650, which is like $700 with taxes, I would go with the Switch 2. What? Any day of the week. I love my Steam Deck. I think it's literally like spending even more time with it over time after all this time, and just how you can turn it on and you have the UI. You can just boot up games. You ain't got to deal with none of that Windows nonsense, updating drivers and all this. This does have update. Even with Nintendo, like you just turn on the thing. Now, what I'm not jiggying with is the fact that Nintendo is keeping the UI the same vanilla UI from what I've seen on the Nintendo Switch. I feel like Nintendo could get a little bit much more creative than that. I'm critiquing this stuff. No, Nintendo is not paying me. No, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I just love Nintendo. But I have a right to my own opinion, and I have a right to call them out, which I've always done in the past. So hear me and hear me loudly and clearly. I feel like with the UI, from the screenshots that I've seen, it seems like the UI is basically the same boring vanilla stuff, which they can dress up the UI, add some themes, maybe some Zelda themes or something like that, or Mario themes in the background and stuff. The system is powerful enough, has enough VRAM to be able to, run all that stuff and make the experience a little bit nicer. But yeah, man, if I had to do it all over again, heck yeah. As much as I love the Steam Deck, I love the UI, I love how easy it is to play games. My God, Switch 2 all day, every day. If I had to, if I had to choose between any of those Windows handhelds besides the Steam Deck, like my ROG Ally X, heck, I would return that ROG Ally X in a drop of a hat and buy a Switch 2. In a heartbeat. That's just me though. Because I know I'm going to be getting a better experience on my Switch 2, better value. I ain't got to deal with no Windows updates, none of that nonsense. I don't have to sit there and get an eGPU setup that was just going to be costing me more money. No, I can undock it, and play. That's it. I ain't got to buy nothing additional for more power. Just dock it in the dock that it comes with, and I'm good to go. I cannot freaking wait. So that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, and I respect everybody's opinion, but that's my own. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. So like I said before, we got that super chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for supporting the show. I'm grateful, I'm humbled, and I'm thankful for you guys coming here every single day, listening to me, talking about these games and these topics and everything. So love you guys. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Let's get right into the news to stop wasting time. So we're going to be talking about the Switch 2 delayed again. All right. So across the board, across the globe, not good. All right. We're also going to be talking about the new PS5 animated themes. And there's a catch. So stay tuned for that. Also, we're going to be talking about the new Xbox showcase. Hey, Xbox boys, you need to get hype, get hype, get hype, get hype. If you are Xbot, you need to get hype. Hey, pause. Let me cut that nonsense out. So excited about the new Xbox showcase that just got announced and everything. I think that the hype level is through the roof. So if you're an Xbox gamer, if you're an Xbot, like they say, or Xbox boy, you should be hype. We're getting, that's one thing I could say about Microsoft, which I've given them their flowers. You always seasonally, every freaking season of the year, the summertime season, you always can look forward to a freaking showcase. But Sony, Sony, I love you, Sony, but what the freak, man? It's like we don't have what's that? I got something to talk about today too when it comes to Sony. Hold on, pause on that one. So check this out. But yeah, with Sony, man, it's like, bro, you guessing and spelling and thinking and busting your brains trying to figure out, okay, when are we getting the PS5 showcase? At least with Microsoft, you get your Xbox developer directs, you get your indie, showcase, your indie events, stuff like that. You get your Xbox showcases, and you get that every single year without even guessing. So awesome stuff from my man Big Phil and Sarah Bond, Matt Booty, all of you guys over there. Also, Indiana freaking Jones. Cut the cringe. We got. Sorry. I got to make it entertaining for you guys. I can't just be sitting here talking about news and not make you guys laugh or smile or something or say stop the cringe. I gotta be Marlon. This is what makes me Marlon. You know what I'm saying? So, Indiana Jones for the PS5. Yeah. I told you boys, you PS5 boys, get your storage ready. You know what I'm saying? Get your storage ready because, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for the PS5. Oh, Lord have mercy. Grande. Okay, so, we're going to talk about that. And Sony. Yeah, Sony, I'm talking about you. If you're watching this, You know what it is, Sony. You know what it is, right? Yeah, come on, you know what it is. Psych. So, Sony wants to know how you feel about the Switch 2. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk about this topic, and obviously a lot of things happen, with the Switch 2 reveal, stuff like that. Got to do my job and talk about the Switch 2. But we're going to talk about that topic as well. And holy freaking smokes. Wait a minute. Hold up now. Woo! My next favorite piece of handheld? Oh, yeah, baby. Where are my PS Portal boys at? This is literally the best remote player. Like, straight up. I mean, this thing has gotten updated and it's gotten so much better. It can stand on its own 2 feet now without the PS5, without its mother, which is the PS5 and PS5 Pro. And where's my PS Portal boys at? Stand up in the chat right now. Stand up in the stream. We have a massive, and I mean massive, PS Portal update that we're going to be talking about and stuff like that. This is awesome stuff. So we're going to be digging into it. But yo, PS Portal, freaking fire, dude. Freaking fire. At the price point, because you have a black one now. This is the 30th anniversary one, but you do have a black one that you can actually get and stuff. He says, my bad with the jokes. Nah, you good, bro. So you do have this one here that you can get, but you can also get the PS Portal for under $200, which I think is a steal, and it's standing on its own 2 feet. But yeah, massive update for PS Portal. I still play my PS Portal. Love the device, and ever since it came out, I think it has gotten a lot better. But yeah, there you guys go on that one. Love the PS Portal, which we're going to be talking about here today. So let's go ahead and let's get right into the news, man. Hit that like button, man. I told you boys to update y'all storage on your PS5, but you boys don't want to listen to your boys. So now this is what we got to deal with. All right, I told y'all, get ready. Okay, so first topic at hand here. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Let's talk about even more delays with the Nintendo Switch 2. Good Lord Almighty. So, in case if you guys haven't been following, my phone's just been going off like crazy. Anytime, I promise, everybody always choose to email or message me right when I'm working, and it's kind of, let's just say it's really annoying, but that's okay. All right, so what are we talking about when we talk about more delays for the Nintendo Switch 2? I feel so bad for my Chinese fans out there. We do have some fans from China, and I feel horrible right now because this sucks. And the tariff over there in China just got hit with over 100% right now, which is just freaking ridiculously nuts at this point. And now we have an indefinite delay. So if you're in China right now, this sucks. Okay, this is, you're probably gonna start crying right now because yeah, this is not good. So if you're in China right now, I am sorry. I wish there was something that we could do to get you the Switch 2 when everybody else is getting their Switch 2. But yeah, so right here, this is come from WCCF Tech. It says right here that Nintendo has indefinitely delayed the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 in China. So right now, they indefinitely delayed it. This is a report from Nikkei reveals that Nintendo has decided to postpone the release of the Nintendo Switch 2 in China. According to the report, this indefinite delay comes from Nintendo waiting to see what demand exists for the Switch 2 before its launch in China. So they're waiting on the demand to see, how much demand there is for it before they launch it, which actually freaking sucks. Okay. So I'm telling you guys right now, this is obviously not freaking Good. It said that this is not unlike the original Nintendo Switch coming to China officially. The original Nintendo Switch arrived in China in 2019, 2 years after the console was available worldwide. Currently, the Nintendo Switch is sold in China through a collaboration with Tencent, who declined to comment to Nikkei when asked if they would also contribute to the Nintendo Switch 2 in that region. So, yeah, this freaking sucks. Nintendo's delay in bringing its new console to China isn't the biggest surprise, considering that last November the company confirmed it would be shutting down online services, including the eShop in China by 2026. Ouch. It says chief analyst of Gamadana told Nikkei that the hurdles, quote, the hurdles to success in China remain high. Said they need to improve the consumer experience while complying with the government policies. And there is also the issue of whether they will be able to introduce major international software, end quote. So, ouch. This is not good. This is not good. Another delay. Also, we're not done yet. Oh my God, have mercy. What did I tell you guys? More freaking delays, more delays. So this has come from WCCF Tech. Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders have been delayed in Canada thanks to the US tariff. So we know right now, as of the recording of this stream, that the tariffs, they put it on pause and stuff like that for 90 days. And so, we will see. But right now, this sucks for my Canadians. So if you're in Canada right now, yeah, you cannot pre-order the Nintendo Switch 2 because they're aligning it with the US. And with all the situations going on, the good news is that they actually put everything on pause. And so, yeah. Basically, this is what we have to do. It says that in the time since there's been plenty of speculation as to how these tariffs will impact the cost of the console. Nintendo even delayed pre-orders for the console in the United States from the original April the 9th date to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions, end quote. So, yeah. And then right here, that delay will also impact Canada, as Nintendo confirmed to Canadian publication Mobile Syrup that pre-orders for the console have been delayed in Canada in order to align with the timing of pre-orders to be determined in the US. And then also the company said in the statement, quote, Nintendo will provide updated information at a later date. The statement continued, the launch date of June 5th, 2025 is unchanged, end quote. And this is horrible, horrible news. Horrible news. So 90 days. Except for China, this sucks. This freaking sucks. So my Canadian brothers and sisters out there, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we have to sit here and get you all mixed up in all this stuff. And you can't pre-order the Switch 2 unless we here in the US can. So hopefully all this crap gets resolved. This whole Switch 2 stuff is a mess. To go alongside with the tariffs and everything. The whole thing is just like a disaster. So let's hopefully, hopefully everything can get resolved really quickly. We can get pre-orders back up and running, for the US and Canada and wherever else don't have pre-orders. And this thing can actually smooth over. So let me know your thoughts in the actual comment section. What do you guys think about the delays that's going on right now with the Switch 2? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's move on. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about some new animated themes. All right. Now, I'm literally kind of hype, not really. Now, this is not like dynamic themes, like background themes and stuff like that. I think we did have a example of this that I really wanted to show you guys. Let me see, Genki. I think it was Genki that literally had something to show. Let me show you guys exactly what it looks like. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. So this animated theme is like for the Welcome Hub. Make sure you go give Genki a follow and things of that nature. So basically, It says PlayStation has silently rolled out new animated backgrounds for the PS5 welcome tab to select users. So new backgrounds for Ghost of Yotei. Yay! Ghost of Yotei. I'm literally hyped for that game. Can't wait. Stellar Blade, Demon Souls, Horizon, and more have been added to Astrobot, which was there previously. So there you go, man. Especially with Days Gone remaster getting ready to drop sometime this year. There it is, guys. So you have more animated themes. Obviously, we don't have, like the 30th anniversary theme coming back, but there it is. I think this is really, really cool that Sony is adding, animated themes to the Welcome Hub. We just actually need the themes for the actual general background of the PS5 and not just the Welcome Hub. But nevertheless, yeah, this is, actually really, really, really cool. And let's see what they do, for let's see what Sony decides to do with animated themes, for future updates and stuff like that. But that is actually pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on to our next topic at hand here. Appreciate you guys for being here. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Yes. Let's talk about that new Xbox showcase. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to get hype. You need to get freaking hype. And that's at least one thing I can say. Man, Microsoft killed it last year with their Xbox showcase, man. Like, there was so many freaking games. You had State of Decay 3. You had Perfect Dark. You had Gears of War E-Day. I mean, there were so many freaking games that were shown off. First-party games. And thank you, Xbox. Thank you. Thank you. For your love and dedication to us gamers, because on the PlayStation side, I tell you, the love is really dry when it comes to showcases. Sony ain't gonna announce no freaking showcase, 2 months in advance or a month and a half in advance. It just don't work like that with Sony, unfortunately. So the love is really dry. You can light a fire the way how it's dry over there on the PlayStation side, because ain't no doggone PS5 showcase. You ain't getting that, boy. Really? You think that you're going to get that? Think again. All right. So here we go right here. So this is on Xbox Wire, and it says right here, Xbox Games Showcase followed by the Outer Worlds 2 Direct airs on June 8th. So this is similar to what they have done before, with previous Xbox, showcases and stuff like that. They pretty much have like a hybrid. So last year, they had the Starfield. 2023, they had the Starfield Direct. 2024, they had the Black Ops 6 Direct right after the actual main Xbox showcase. So it says, make some space on your calendar. The Xbox Games Showcase 2025 will be live streamed on Sunday, June 8th. I will be streaming that. God say the same. Starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. UK time, following the footsteps of 2023 Starfield Direct and 2024 Black Ops 6 Direct. This year, we again have a double feature with the Xbox Showcase, immediately followed by the Outer Worlds 2 Direct. It said it all begins with our annual Xbox Showcase. Thank you, Microsoft, bringing you a look at upcoming titles from our first-party studios, in addition to incredible new titles from our third-party partners across the globe. Now, this year, the show will be digitally only. Our live stream will bring you everything you need to know about what's next for Xbox, no matter where in the world you are watching. So, yay! Get hype, get excited. It says immediately following showcases, the Outer Worlds 2 Direct will bring you inside the walls of Obsidian Entertainment, revealing new gameplay details and developer insights straight from the people making the sequel to the award-winning first-person sci-fi RPG. And yeah, you doggone right, I will be streaming this for you guys, God's willing. So there you guys go, man. The older I get, bro, like I said, I try to tell you guys, man, I've learned from my mistakes in the past and stuff like that. Like, try to live a balanced life and give flowers where flowers is due, give respect where respect is due. And this is why I say, to you guys that you need competition in the industry. You do. you need Microsoft. Microsoft has made a lot of mistakes. Sony has made a lot of mistakes. Nintendo has made a lot. None of these companies are perfect. This is why I said it's healthy for you to be a gamer, right? Just be a neutral gamer. Some people are fanboys, and that's completely fine if that's the way you swing. Oh, I'm just pro Sony. I don't care for Xbox, or I don't care for Nintendo. That's fine. I know for me, to keep my mental going and to keep my sanity going, I'm just a gamer. I will continue to be a general gamer that enjoy Xbox, enjoy Nintendo, enjoy PlayStation, enjoy PC, enjoy handheld gaming. I'm not just gonna handcuff myself just to one thing. And that's one of the things that I give Microsoft their flowers. And I've said it countless times. You can go back on DVR, replay my streams if you want to. And I've said it countless times. This is all I've ever wanted from Microsoft. And I just feel like this time around, Microsoft is waking up. There's a lot of games that I'm looking forward to, that's coming out from Xbox. And it's exciting. It's exciting. State of Decay 3, Perfect Dark, Ninja Gaiden 4. Gears of War, E-Day. I mean, there's so many games. Marvel's Blade, Elder Scrolls 6. Like, there's so many freaking games to look forward to and play. And it's a very exciting time. You know what? I do love the fact that Microsoft is keeping the season, the spirit alive, keeping it in June, because June is always that month. If you're a gamer, you already know what that is. You know what I'm saying? If you've been doing this since the very beginning, like me, then I'm an OG. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this longer than some people been in school. So, hey, I miss E3, and I wish E3 would come back, because June always reminded me of, oh, shoot, E3. Let's get it popping. We going to E3 this year. Oh, my God, we're going to the Microsoft Theater. And we're going to have a good time. Oh, shoot, we're running into hip hop. We're running into Broken Games HD. We're running into the Gamer 2323. We're running into all these people. And, it's always lit. It's always freaking lit. Oh, we going over to the Nokia Center. Some of y'all probably don't even know what I'm talking about. If you're from Cali, you know what the Nokia Center is, or the Nokia Theater. And I would run into Shokio and run into all these, other Nintendo creators. And it was just so freaking good. You know what I'm saying? And you walking around and people like, oh, yo, Marlon. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? What's poppin'? Yeah, you know how we get down. I miss that, and then we had the pandemic, and, pandemic is like freaking trash. You know what I mean? And then, no more E3, you know what I'm saying? And it sucks. Yes, we do get these digital events and stuff like that, but nothing will ever replace meeting up, with each other under one freaking roof. And I miss going to LA. I've been going to LA since 2006. Probably showing my age. I've been going to E3 since 2006. And I've been going to E3 since 2006, all the way up until no more E3. Now, there were some years that I kind of had to skip out. But for the most part, I've been going to E3 that long. And I miss it, man. And even going to the Microsoft Theater and seeing Phil Spencer and actually talked to Phil Spencer, took pictures with Phil Spencer, Matt Booty. It's a whole different vibe, because you get to talk to these people, and it's not just, digital. So, man, I will always love Xbox. I think, over the years, Microsoft has went a whole different direction. They were trying different things, but here we are. Now we're doing something completely different. But get hype. June 8th, it's going down, baby. Xbox Showcase. Let's get it popping. All right. So, okay. Let's move on.
There are too many great games to ignore. Your experiences will be much better if you give all of the platforms a chance.
100%. 100%. This is why I say, like, your love for video games, like, will never stop. You get what I'm saying? Your love for video games will never stop, man. if I was just blinded just to PlayStation and PlayStation only, I would miss out on everything that Xbox has to offer. I would miss out on everything Nintendo has to offer. I would miss out on what PC has to offer. I would miss out on what Steam has to offer. Like, I'm just saying, like, my mind is open to anything. Anything I can afford, anything I can get my hands on, I'm on it. Hey, let's get it for the channel. Let's review it. Let's game. Let's go. You know, the older you get, man, the older you get. So I'm just saying.
I believe E3 will make a comeback in the future.
Man, I would be, yo, Francisco, appreciate that. Yeah, 100%, dude. E3 was just legendary, bro. Like, I mean, it was just so good. I miss E3, and they need to bring it back. But you're right, bro. You're right. All right, let's talk about the PS Portal here. Massive freaking update. If you're a PS Portal owner right now, you need to get freaking hyped. Thank you guys so much for the super chats, man. We're 100% fan funded. We're not sponsored by anyone. So whenever you guys step up, which is completely optional, I do appreciate it because it helps us to continue to do these shows live for you guys. So thank y'all so much, man, for y'all support. All right, let's go. So this has come from PlayStationLifestyle.net. It says right here that PS Portal gets massive update with improved cloud streaming. It says a major PS Portal system software update will roll out today, April the 9th. That brings UX and cloud gaming streaming beta enhancements. Sony has announced that the update will also add the ability to sort games alongside support for gameplay captures. What? What? Calm down, Marlon. So PS Portal system software update patch notes for April the 9th. So check this out. This is huge. Patch details for today's PS Portal update as follows. Sort. So you can basically sort your games now. So sort, you can now sort games in the cloud streaming catalog screen. There will be a new sort icon added to the top left corner, allowing you to sort games by obviously recently added to PlayStation Plus default name and release date. So this is awesome to kind of sort out your games and, you know, obviously make things look a little bit much more cleaner and stuff like that. Now, capture gameplay. Now, create button. There's create button on your PS Portal will now be enabled during a cloud streaming session. So here is what you can do. You can actually press once the display the create menu. You can press and hold to take a screenshot. You can press twice, start, finish, recording a video clip. That is nice. Now, obviously the queue, you can now wait for your turn to play when the streaming server is full. Yay! The estimated wait time will be displayed on the screen, and the game session will automatically start as soon as it's your turn, homie. Your turn. Okay? And pause, like we always say, pause when something is kind of, we don't roll that way. We say pause. Well, guess what? Now you can pause on the PlayStation Portal. Pause. During a gameplay streaming game session, gameplay will now what? Pause in the following situation. So y'all probably like, Marlon is crazy. Gameplay will pause when you open the PS Portal quick menu. You can open the quick menu by pressing the what? The PS button, swiping left from the top right corner of your screen, or tapping pause the quick menu icon from the status bar. All right, so there you guys go. It says when you press the power button once, the PS Portal will put into rest mode, and then the game will be paused. So I'm being cringe right now. You can unpause and get back to your gameplay by pressing the power button again. Yay! If the PS Portal remains in rest mode for more than 15 seconds, then the cloud streaming session will be disconnected. Ouch. Now, gameplay will also pause when a system error message is displayed at the bottom of the actual screen. Now, lastly, let's wrap this up, guys. It says notifications and inactivity. It says you can now receive a system notification when your streaming session is about to close due to inactivity for obviously of over 10 minutes. So yay, that's cool. And then last, right here, we have user feedback screen. So that we have added a user feedback screen at the end of the streaming sessions to rate the quality of your streaming experience. Yeah. Yeah. Massive freaking update. Hey. Stop the cringe. Okay. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think about the PS Portal update here? I think it's really, really, really cool. All right. I know y'all like, what's up with Marlon today, bro? Yeah. What is Marlon on today? What's going on with my boy? Promise your boy is okay. All right. So, let's talk about Indiana Jones. Cut the cringe. So I've already finished Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So this is this come from PSU.com. Woo, Lord. Wipe out the coal out your eyes. As you guys can see right here, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Told you boys to update your storage. You think this is a joke. 125 freaking gigs. Whoa! I mean, it was already huge on the Xbox Series X, and it's already huge on PC. Whoa! When you download them texture packs. Whoa! So 125 gigs. Ouch. So if you did not upgrade your storage in your PS5 or your PS5 Pro, I told you boys to update your storage. I am not freaking surprised. So it says right here that PlayStation Game Size on X has revealed that the download size for the PS5 version of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and it's a whopping finger licking. Marlon, pause. This ain't KFC chicken, boy. Clocking in at approximately 125 gigs. You seeing it right there. Woo! So there you go. Get ready, guys. Get ready. The game is due out on April the 17th, 2025. And those of you who wants to pay $100, pause. Yeah, there you go. April 15th. Get your $100 ready. All right. Yeah. Y'all over here. Nintendo. Yeah. Nintendo. Mario Kart World. $80. But some of y'all are going to pay that $100 for indie on PS5. You know you will. Come on. Don't waste my time and I won't waste yours. You know you're going to pay that $100. Get them whippers out. You know you will. You know you will. Don't kid yourself. You don't have to even say it in the chat. I know how you guys roll. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? I know you guys roll, bro. All right. So let's move on to our next topic. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream because I know I am. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Your boy's crazy today. Whoa, what is Sony doing today? Wait, what is Sony? What's up with Sony, bro? You're like, man, this man Marlon is something else, bro. Now, let's go. What are we talking about? Wait a minute. What is Sony up to? Sony, what are you doing? I'll tell you what Sony doing. Ooh, this is coming from PSU.com. Uh-oh. Sony survey wants to know if you are interested in purchasing a Nintendo Switch 2. Why, Sony? Why would you want to know that, Sony? Why would you? Sony. Why would you want to know that if you're interested in purchasing a Switch 2? Oh, shoot. Here we go. Here we freaking go. Where them PS boys at? PS boys. I'm gonna just do Sony survey. Sony survey for them. So PS boys, where you at? Are you buying a Nintendo Switch 2? And some of y'all are probably gonna say no, but I know you will. So PS boys, where you at? Stand tall in the chat. We know you're gonna be buying a Switch 2. Sony's over here putting out surveys asking, anybody gonna be purchasing the Switch 2? I know. See my man Skillful saying absolutely. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now with my boy Skillful, he's one of the most loyal subscriber and PlayStation fan. And he's like, listen, bro, I'm getting the Switch. He's one of the first ones to say, I'm buying the Switch 2. Forget about what Sony is saying. I'm buying the Switch 2. Sony, you ain't gotta ask me if I'm gonna be buying the Switch 2. I'm gonna get the Switch 2 day one, Sony. So why are you asking me that, Sony? I'm just saying. So it says right here that Sony Interactive Entertainment has responded to the full reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2 last week by sending out a survey asking folk if they are interested in snapping up the new hybrid console. And leaker Xters1S provided an image of the questions used in the survey, which they then posted an image of on X for all to see. And it's clear, look at this, PlayStation manufacturer is interested in gauging the interests of what? Its users for Nintendo's new platform. So, yeah. One of the questions simply asks, quote, as you may already know, Nintendo announced that the new Nintendo Switch 2, or the Nintendo Switch 2 successor to the Nintendo Switch, is releasing on June the 5th, 2025 for $449.99 or $395.99 pound. How interested are you in purchasing the Nintendo Switch 2? Question mark. Another adds, when thinking about the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch 2 announcements, in what way has your opinion changed, if at all, about the following? And also asks, what features of the new console do users find most appealing?
Buying the Nintendo Switch 2 day one. I'm a gamer. I love all
systems.
systems.
I gotta play the hype song, man. Sony out here asking PlayStation fans if they're gonna be buying. Oh, where you at?
Hey, this is for all the PS boys out there, man. Y'all know what time it is.
If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you an Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. If you a Sony pony, giddy up, giddy up. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. Get hype, man, it's about to go down. I said the haters gonna hate, they hating on the flops. They can't. Oh, pull that up. Pull that up. No. We can't do that. We can't. No. So, as you boys already know, Sony is out here asking PlayStation boys, the Pony boys, hey, are you purchasing a Switch 2? Huh? Are you? Oh, are you? Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Now we know what you're going to be doing. And we got a plan. AKA the PS5 portable. We got you. You think we wasn't going to pull up on Nintendo? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. We're not going to just let Nintendo ride out in the sunset. We're not threatened by Nintendo and their actions and what they're doing with the Switch 2. We are Sony, doggone it. We are Sony. And as long as we are Sony, we ain't scared of Nintendo. No. Because this is what we tell our fans right here.
Hey, this is for all them PS Boys out there, man, y'all know what time it is. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you a Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. If you a Sony pony, giddy up, giddy up. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. Get hype, man.
Hold on. Come on, baby. You know what this is, man. Sony like, look, bruh, we ain't scared, bruh. We just want to know. We just want to know because, you know, we got to do our little surveys. We got to see what's good. And we got something for Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to just let them. We got the PS Portal right now. You know, we still updating the PS Portal and we still doing our thing. But we're not going to just let Nintendo roll out like that, bro. We got something up our sleeves. But we already know who the king is when it comes to handheld. Nintendo got that sewed up. So, hey, you know, it's cool. It's cool to get some competition and everything like that. But, hey, man, we'll see what actually happens. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. And you thought we was finished? Oh, come on, guys. You know better today. You thought, man, shout out to Sony, man. Shout out to Sony. You thought we was finished? Nah, bro, we not finished yet. We not finished. Now, you guys know how we handle stuff like this because I want you guys to kind of see. Oh, by the way, we're getting season 3 of The Last of Us. We're getting season 3. So season 3 is coming. You already know Sony making that crazy freaking money. So, yeah, let's take a look here and let's end it off with the PS Plus for April. All right, PS Plus April. Let's go ahead. Let's get right into this one, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Love you guys, man. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I try to do the best that I can, bro. I try to do the best that I can. So, whoa, look at this right here. Is this a W or a L? It says PlayStation Plus game catalog for April. Hogwarts Legacy. What? One of the best game to come out this generation. Hogwarts freaking Legacy. Blueprints, the second episode of The Lost Record, and Bloom and Rage and more. So as you guys can see right here, let me know, is this a W for new game, catalog and stuff like that for premium and extra? So if you do have premium and extra, I think Hogwarts Legacy, if you have not played Hogwarts Legacy, holy freaking cow, game is phenomenal. So check that out. Let me know if it's a W or a L. We still talking about $90 and $80 games. Come on, guys. Come on. Now, the only game I could say, I'm going to just keep it real, like Road to the Masters. Nope. Battlefield 1, old crusty game, you know, played up, all this stuff. Don't care. Alone in the Dark 2. Okay, that might be a good one there. Wars of the Monsters for PS4 and for PS5. We out here still talking about $80 games, bro. Listen, man. Listen, it's plain and simple. He said, Marlon, I think Titanfall 3 got leaked. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I heard that it's going well. Listen. You guys have to understand, bro. Listen, the choice is yours. My man, Baham, what's up, man? The choice is yours. You don't have to pay $80, bro. You don't have to pay $80. Like, you can, I keep telling y'all, like, there's other games. People are so hung up on $80. Like, you don't have to buy a Mario Kart. You don't have to buy it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can just say, you know what? Bump that freaking, let's take a look here, man, because you guys are just out of your freaking minds right now. You guys are out of your minds. You don't have to buy any of these Nintendo games. You don't have to. You could just say, you know what? You buy what you can afford, right? You buy what you can afford, and be done with it. Look, I mean, not every single thing is going to be, let's shut this down really, really fast. Not every single thing is going to be $80. No, this is what's got everybody all going crazy right now. You don't have to pay $80. You don't have to. You got, man, I love the box for the Switch 2 games. Yeah, you don't have to. You can pay $69. Like I said, some of the games are going to be $69. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Bravely Default, Switch 2, remaster, $39. We need to calm down. All right? Like, some of these games are going to be reasonably priced. You know what I mean? So you don't have to. Look at this. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, that's $80. Okay, Street Fighter 6, $60. So not every single thing. Yeah, if you want, obviously this is with them packing more content with Mario Jamboree, stuff like that for $80. You have the Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom, which I'm gonna be getting because hey, it is what it is. You got Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, that's $80. So again, not every single thing, you see what I'm saying, is $80, right? So you're going to have some games that are going to be $60, like Street Fighter over here. You're going to have Bravely Default, $39. Metroid is probably going to be maybe $69. I mean, we're going to have to see. Maybe it might be $80 because of, the Switch 2 upgrade and stuff like that. So yeah, not every single thing, right? $69. Look at this. Breath of the Wild. So not every single thing. This is another first party game. Obviously, this is a re-release from the Nintendo Switch 1. $69 freaking dollars. Come on. Like, not every single thing. So if you want to sit there and join in on the sea of salt with everybody else just being so freaking salty, listen, you have the choice is yours. You don't have to buy it. Look at this. Breath of the Wild is $69 for Switch 2, right? $69. And it's because it's updated with the graphics and all that type of stuff. So yeah, you don't have to pay $79. And the crazy part is you guys are already paying $80 to $100 already. That's the crazy freaking part. You know what I'm saying? You guys are already paying ridiculous amount of money for these games that are currently already out. So it's kind of like, bro, come on. Like, really, bro? Like, I mean, let's be real. Like, it's not that serious, man. Just look at this. Donkey Kong Bonanza, $69. Come on, guys. Come on, man. So the choice is yours, man. The choice is yours. Yes, the games are expensive. They are freaking expensive. But the price is not going to come down. Nintendo is treating this like a Don Matrix situation. They don't freaking care. And while I say that that's not okay, that's rude, and that's not a way to treat your consumers, they don't care. You see what I'm saying? So it's either you're going to pay the $70, and there's going to be a lot of people out there that will pay $79. Here's another thing that I want to tell you guys. Here's another thing that I want to tell you guys. This is the inevitable. Nintendo is just starting this right now as a standard going into the future. I don't know if you guys remember 2-3 streams ago, we had an analyst came out and be like, listen, these prices, let me show y'all again. These prices, $79, $69, well, $69 already, but $79 for these games and stuff like that. That's going to be the norm in the next 2 to 3 years. So you can get mad right now. Oh, Nintendo. 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 How could you charge? $80, Nintendo? But the reality is, what if it was another company and not Nintendo? What if it was EA? What if it was Bandai Namco? Whatever it was, whoever, Take-Two, whoever else comes around and start charging you $80, $90 for a freaking video game, you probably will be pissed. But at the same time, if you want to play GTA 6, NBA 2K, what else I can think of? Any 2K freaking game right now, you're going to pay that price because you want to play that game. So you can get mad at Nintendo right now, rightfully so, because stuff is expensive. But what are you going to say the next 2 to 3 years from now when $80 to $90 games are the freaking standard? Is either you're going to buy it or you're not going to buy it, because that's literally going to be the standard. Period. End of story. When PlayStation 6 comes out and games pop up $80, $90, what are you going to say then? What are you going to say then? Right? What are you going to say then? What are you going to say then? You know what I mean? Are you going to still complain? No, you're going to go ahead and buy it. Just like with Sony. Wrong? How am I wrong? Nintendo pushed the standard. It is not a standard. It's not a standard right now because everybody is not charging, but they are pushing for the future. This is what games are going to cost in the freaking future. Come on, you know this, right? So you can say whatever you want right now, but the inevitable of games going up in price will happen, regardless of what you think. When the PlayStation 6 comes out, what are you going to say when Sony charged $80 for their games? Yeah, last generation, we charge $70. This is what we're adding to our games, similar to what Nintendo is saying now. What are you going to say? What's going to be the narrative? And I'm pretty sure some of you guys are going to sit there and try to defend freaking Sony. Get that garbage out of here. So you're going to sit there and defend Sony when they come out with PlayStation 6 with their whole new generation console charging you freaking $80. What are you going to say? Are you going to sit there and, oh my God, you're going to be doing the same thing that you're doing right now with the freaking Switch 2, or are you going to just go ahead and purchase it? What is going to be the narrative? You know that this is going to happen. Now, whether or not these games are worth $80, it's up to you. Has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with anybody else in the chat. Every man for themselves. So yes, the games are pricey. But what are you going to do, man? You already spending $100 on most of these games for early freaking access. Look at South of Midnight. You had to pay a little extra. Even though it comes in Game Pass for free with the subscription, you still had to pay for early access. There were some people that paid $30, $49, however, how much heck they paid for all of that. So again, you see what I'm saying? Prices are going to continue to rise. This is a whole new generation. What you have to understand, this is a brand new generation. Brand new. For Nintendo. So it's either you're down or you're not. Nobody is sitting here defending anything. But this is the inevitable. This is what we've been talking about. Gaming is going to get higher and higher. If you cannot afford it, then you just cannot. You know what I mean? And some people will be like, "Hey, listen, this is how it's going to be in the future, bro." Like, gaming is getting very expensive. Period. End of story. Picking up the controller is a luxury. Picking up the controller is going to get more expensive than ever. So you guys just have to get with that, man. Like, that's just the way it is. Okay. All of us sit here and scream on top of the mountain. Oh, Nintendo, you need to bring down the price. You think Nintendo is going to bring down the price? No, they're not. How many times have we tried that narrative of screaming on top of our lungs and nothing changes? This would take the majority of the Nintendo fan base to sit here and go at an uproar. It's not going to change the price. The only way you can change the price is vote with your wallets. That's what these companies understand. They don't understand you yelling and screaming on top of your lungs. At least Microsoft does. Sony does, but Nintendo, not so much, right? So you vote with your wallet, period. If you do not want these $80 games from Nintendo, just don't freaking buy it. That's the only way you can send a perfect signal to Nintendo. Be like, no, Nintendo, forget you. This is anti-consumer. I'm not supporting $80 games. Don't buy it. Simple. Am I going to vote with my wallet? No. I'm going to buy these games. I'm going to buy these games and review them on the channel, whether I get a review copy or not. My job, if I wasn't a If I wasn't a content creator, then probably not. But because I'm a content creator, I have to get my hands on these games. I have to get them. I have to review them. Everybody else is going to be getting them, reviewing them, doing whatever they want to do with them. But as a regular consumer, probably not. Like if I had a regular 9 to 5 and everything, have a mortgage, a wife, and a kid, probably not. You know what I mean? I would probably settle for the cheaper stuff, like the $69 stuff. But the truth is, as a content creator, you got to get your hands on whatever you can get your hands on so that you can grow your channel and grow your community. That's straight up and down. I'm being as honest as I possibly can. And that's me being honest. But my situation is not your situation. Don't make my ultimatum your ultimatum. You decide on what you want to do. If the price is too much for you, just don't buy it. Stop trying to convince the next man that $80 is too much, because the next man could be like, bro, I sneeze out $80. Like, that's nothing. I fart out $80. You know, Wario, you know what I'm saying? Like, he always comes out, but, you know, Wario farts out freaking $80. There's a bunch of people out there that are like that. Like, don't freaking care. Like, it's just like, it is what it is. Now, again, like I said, that's what makes me the driver of the car. Like, I'm always going to be the one that's going to sit there and take one for the team. And that simply means all the stuff that I have, that's me getting a 5090. That's me taking one for the team, because most of you guys cannot afford a 5090. I just so happen to have good people around me to get me a 5090. You see what I'm saying? And it's a good feeling, because now I have the 5090. I can make content. So it's again, man, again, it is what it is. All right. It is what it said. Worry about yourself, Marlon. That's that nasty. No, it's an analogy. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, hey, listen, bro, listen, do what you do, bro. Do what you freaking do with your money. Like, it's up to you. If $80 is too much, just don't buy it. Just don't freaking buy it. That's all I got to say. You know, somebody walk in the store and they see $1,000 jeans and they're like, yo, nice jeans. I'm going to go ahead and buy this jeans for $1,000. Now, the next man might go in there and be like, nah, can't do it. Too expensive. Too much money. Ain't worth it. Garbage. Blah, 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 blah. Somebody else will go buy those pair of jeans for $1,000. You, on the other hand, can't afford it. Okay, fine. You cannot afford it. Leave it alone. Plain and simple. So yeah, there you go. All right. So we're officially in the Q&A portion. If you have any questions, any concerns, feel free. Super chats are welcome. Tag me at Marlon Gaming Nation. Let's go. Skillful says, great stream, Marlon. Thank you so much, bro. We try to push the envelope for you guys. So it doesn't make it right. Nintendo games don't cost as much as PS or Xbox games. Nintendo should be cheaper. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Here we freaking go now. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Like, you know what? You just can't freaking win. You just cannot freaking win, man. I knew you guys was going to come in here with this. But like I said, Nintendo games don't cost as much to make as much as Sony and Microsoft games. Okay. All right. That's your opinion. And second of all, like I said, the choice is yours. Just don't buy it. Just don't freaking buy it. Just don't buy it. You know what I mean? Just don't freaking buy it. Plain and simple. It said, big up Marlon. My man Tom Riddler says, for $450 with that performance compared to other handhelds costing more that can't hit 4K 60 is a no-brainer for me. 100%, Tom. We right there. No, I have not played South of Midnight. It says, did you finally finish? No, I have not had the chance to get that far back in the back catalog for Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. We'll get to those when we get to those. Too many games to play, and I'm a busy man outside of streaming. I said, dudes complaining about prices going up, but ready for GTA 6 at $100, which will then lead to other companies to follow suit. Exactly. Because you know what, doggone it? You know what's going to freaking happen? You know what's going to freaking happen? As soon as Rockstar comes out and be like, $100 for GTA 6. This is going to be some of y'all. What? Oh, GTA 6. Oh my God, look at Lucia. Oh my God, look at Jason. Woo! How much is the price? How much is the price? $100. Oh, that's chump change. I can do it. Let's freaking go. Oh my goodness. Look at Lucia. Oh my God. Oh, look at Jason. Oh, my man flexing his muscles, baby. Whoa, whoa. Hey, let's go. Hey. $100, baby. Let's go, man. I get paid tomorrow. Let's go. Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't you talking a lot of smack about Nintendo charging $80? Boy, sit down somewhere. I'm just saying. So you're telling me if Rockstar comes out and be like, listen, we're charging $100 freaking dollars for GTA 6. Are you going to sit there and be like, no, I'm not going to buy it. No, I'm not going to buy it. No. Yeah, right. You're going to buy it. You want to play GTA 6? Regardless of how much it costs to make, you're going to buy it. If you want to play that game, you're going to spend that $100. So all this rah about Nintendo. Okay. Like I said, nobody is forcing you. It's plain and simple, guys. Nobody is forcing you to pay $80. You don't have to. You don't have to. Is it too spicy? Yeah, it is. It's a bit too spicy on the price. But at the same time, the choice is yours. Whining and freaking complaining about it is not going to make the price go down. Sorry. Just vote with your wallets. I mean, is it too spicy? Yes, it is. You're going to need a whole lot of water, pause, to quench your thirst on so much spice from these games. Because I'm just trying to tell you. So, okay. All right. Let's get back into the chat. So, like I said, the choice is yours. Like I said, I'm down with the Switch 2. I'm down. I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to review it. I can't wait to check out these games. I'm down for it. Most of you guys are not going to be down for it, and that's completely fine. Because I'm going to get it, I'm going to review it, and maybe some of y'all might change your minds on everything you're saying right now. The console is not even out yet. He said, bro, hope we get a pre-order date soon. Yeah, I hope so too. He says, I canceled my pre-order so I can wait closer to the release date. Oh, did you, Chloe? Oh, hopefully you can get one when you need one. It says, pause, tariffs for 90 days happening now. Yes. But like I said, man, the choice is yours, guys. The choice is freaking yours. Like, you can wait, bro. You can wait. If the price is too much for you, just wait. Just wait on a price drop. You know what I mean? Just wait on a price drop. You know, wait on a price drop. Simple as that. It says, I never heard you say you're going to give away. You just saying you're going to get it. Give away? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Giveaway. Whenever we get to that point where the channel makes enough money for me to give away a Switch 2, or someone volunteers to help give away a Switch 2, then we will give away a Switch 2. Okay? Thank you. All right, it says that opening mission in GTA 6 is going to be fire. I know, bro. It's going to be lit. It says I was okay with $450 USD and not $750 USD and 99 USD for games. So that is here in Norway. Ooh, people speak out here and they cut the price with $100. Oh, well, that's good. Well, hey, like I said, hey, Cordarius, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you. But like I said, Yeah, let your voice be heard. Speak up. Call these companies out. But at the end of the day, chances are the prices are not going to come down. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. You know, like I'm just trying to keep it $150 with y'all. Like it is what it is. So yeah, there you go. He said the only thing deserving of glaze is GTA 6. Hey man, hey, if y'all are not impressed with Nintendo, that's completely fine. It says, like I said, I'm going to wait until the next 3D Mario game to come to the Switch. And that's fine. And hey, one up gaming, that's completely fine. If most of you guys right now are not going to buy the Switch 2 day one, and that's completely fine, bro. That's completely fine. And you know what? If you're not happy with the way how things are, tag Nintendo. Some of y'all get on social media, rah this, rah that. Get on there, let your voice be heard, call Nintendo out, tag them, and let's see if they're going to change the price of Mario Kart World. Because chances are it's probably not going to change. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it freaking is. If you want the game, if you want the console, you know exactly what to do. And then, you know what? More and more companies are going to follow suit in the industry. So, yeah, there you go. He said, man, China and Trump is going back and forth. He says, with higher tariffs, this is like Drake and Kendrick beef. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. He says, I just can't see myself paying $100 for anything that isn't GTA 6 at this point. And that's Kendrick, and that's completely fine. Kendrick, that's completely fine. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks. That's completely freaking fine. You know what I mean? People complaining about the Switch, still play PS4. So Marlon said, you missed my question. It says Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out June 5th. Yes, Thomas, we already know that. Appreciate you. He said, expect news from Nintendo by Friday for Switch 2 pre-orders. Hopefully. He said, you don't think that the optics is look better if Rockstar went ahead and said, here, guys, $70 GTA 6. They made billions. No excuses. That is true. It says, no, yeah, I understand 100%, man. Let's see. It says, speak with your wallets, 100%, which I've been saying this. Mario Kart World is $103 in Denmark. Ooh, and people are still gonna buy it. I said, bro, I hope we see E-Day at the Xbox Showcase. I hope so too. I would love to see some gameplay. I hope so too. I really hope so too. It says it's relative and subjective to each individual as to what they want and are willing to spend their own their money on. Yeah, I mean, their money on. Yeah, I mean, hey man, skillful. Like I said, people are always going to have something to say. If something is anti-consumer, speak up. I'm not telling you not to speak up. Speak up. You see what I'm saying? Speak up and say, hey, listen, I don't like this. You know what I mean? And that's fine. And if the company decides to change their ways, awesome. Always speak up about how you feel. Not everybody is going to be on board with you and how you feel. Some people got money, bro. That's just the way how life is. Some people are at the top, some people are at the middle, and some people are at the bottom. And if you're at the bottom, you're just at the bottom and you just cannot afford it. Period. There are certain things that I want to get and I can't afford it. I cannot afford it. So what I do, what my dad always tell me to do, leave it alone. He's been telling me that since I was a kid. Leave it alone. You can't afford it. Leave it alone. Straight up. Somebody else out there who got the money will purchase it. It's just the way it is, man. Like, it sucks that these games are expensive. And I freaking knew that this was going to happen. I knew there was going to be a huge uproar when the Switch 2 gets revealed. It's only right because people complain in general over every single thing. I don't even know if people think that we're living in an imperfect world. Nothing is perfect, homie. If the price was $399, you still would be complaining that the graphics is not PS5 or Series X. Come on, let's stop wasting my time. 2, if the games were the same price across the board, you probably still would be freaking complaining. Oh man, the game Mario Kart World is not worth it. It's the same like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You will be complaining about something. So, hey, people just whine and complain about every single freaking thing. Straight up. Straight up. But, hey, speak up. Say how you feel. Tag them. Say how you feel. Don't hold your tongue. Speak up. Let your voice be heard and let your wallets do the talking too. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And see if the prices come down. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. It says, if GTA 6 is coming to Switch 2, I sell my Xbox. Hey, if that's the case, hey, then that's what's going to happen. He says, I think praying about it is better than complain. Hey, man. Hey, to each their own, one up. To each their own. Some people believe in praying. Some people don't. So people, think differently, act differently, have different cultures, different minds, different beliefs. There's what it is, man. Do you at the end of the day. Like, Rip Etika, I wish he was here, man. I know he's here in spirit, but listen, he would always say, you do you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, go write your own book. Go write your own path, what you want. You know what I mean? You see something and you want it, or you want something to change, go out there and go make it change. Go out there and go make it happen. You see what I'm saying? If you feel like you don't like something, go out there and go make a change. Go out there in the world and go make a difference. Because I'm tired of people sitting here trying to convince other people that this is not right. This is wrong, or whatever the case, right or wrong, whatever the case may be. Stop trying to make other people's your feeling and how you think and how you receive things, how other people receive things as well. That's just not right. You know what I'm saying? So you do you. You do you. This is it, bro. This is why there's companies that does payment plans. Hey, yeah, there you go. I mean, you got credit cards you can get. I mean, there's tons of ways to afford something. So to each their own, man. If you want the Switch 2, you will buy it. You will find a way to buy it. That's all I got to say. If you want to Switch 2, doesn't matter, because most of y'all who are saying what you're saying right now behind closed doors, it's a whole different mindset. Because some people just get on the internet to freaking troll. You know what I mean? And to act like, oh yeah, this is not right. And then the reality is it's the total opposite behind closed doors. Come on, man. You know this, bro. Like, really, what are we doing? Whatever, dude. Whatever. He said, you convincing people, Marlon, by saying we complain about the price. Convincing people. Okay. What I said was, if you're complaining about the price being too expensive, vote with your wallet by not purchasing it. Still let your voice be heard by saying, hey, I wish that the price would come down. But hey, don't try to make what you don't like on somebody else. That's what I'm saying. If you don't like it because it's too expensive, just don't buy it. And speak up and say, hey, I would like the price to be lowered. Chances are it's going to take a legion of many Nintendo fans in order for that to come down. It ain't just one person, two person, three person. It's going to take millions of people to uproar. And you see that happening right now? Do you see millions of Nintendo fans, a gazillion of them saying, oh, Nintendo, bring down the price? No, they're not. That's what's so irritating. Stop trying to make your problem or what you don't like on somebody else. Is the price too expensive? Yes, it is. I was already vocal about it. And I've said, no, the price is just too expensive. I wish it was cheaper. But we don't have enough manpower. We don't have enough freaking manpower to overthrow Nintendo's pricing decision. We don't have enough. Because most, if not all, these people are not sitting here on the top of their freaking lungs. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is nonsense. This is freaking nonsense. Like, you said most people don't like it, Life Out Loud, but Nintendo-based channels egging and defending. And let them egg and defend. Let them egg and defend. That's their business. I'm right there with you guys and be like, I've said this numerous times. I never defended the price. Don't get it twisted, dog. I never defended the price. I said $80 is a bit too much for Mario Kart World. But Nintendo is saying, look, they're offering you value. They're offering you a whole new experience inside of the game. So that justifies the price. So it's still up to you to make that decision, regardless of what the next man thinks. You got a brain for your own self. You have a mind for your own self. I try to guide you guys to think for yourselves. If you don't like something, be vocal about it. Raise your voice as loud as you possibly can. But in order for things to freaking change, it's going to take a legion of many in order for that. You see those bigger Nintendo channels? You see them screaming on top of their lungs talking about, oh, we protesting. We don't want $80 games. We don't want $80 games. You don't freaking see that. Nintendo based channels that are larger than a lot of other channels, including mine. My channel is just a drop in the bucket compared to Spawn Wave, freaking Beat 'em Up, and all these other channels. You don't see those guys. Those guys are diehard Nintendo fans. You don't see those Game Explain, all these other. Come on, stop wasting my freaking time. Do you see those guys raising their freaking voices? Oh, you need to change the price. 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 Like, they're not. They are freaking not. And it's going to take the bigger channels. It's going to take those bigger people, those bigger journalists, bigger people in an industry to get Nintendo's attention. And even at that stuff takes time. But what I'm trying to say is, if you don't like the price, just don't buy it. Period. He said, but you buying it, you telling us to vote with our wallet. Okay. Versatile. Listen, I am buying these games because I'm a content creator. This is my job. My job is to get any game, any piece of tech that I can possibly afford and review it on the channel. I don't know how much more to say it. It's plain and simple, right? Plain and simple.
Sup Marlin, $449 emo is not bad compared to the PS5 Pro and Xbox Series X, but Mario Kart World looks good.
There you go, Marky. There you go. Right? So thank you so much for the $5. What I am saying is, and listen to me very carefully right now. Listen to me very carefully. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. I am a content creator. So yes, as a regular consumer, yeah, $80, that's a bit too much. Especially if you have wife, kids, husbands, whatever, right? You have a mortgage. Yeah, that's expensive for a regular consumer. But if you are an enthusiast, if you are a content creator, your job is to obviously speak up, let your voice be heard and be like, hey, you know what? The price is a bit too expensive. Let's see if we could get that price down a little bit for everyone, including, whoever else is affected by this price hike. But at the same time, you are going to bite that bullet and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to get this game because who knows? There are going to be people out there that are interested in playing this game and interested in seeing gameplay. They're going to come to me and be like, yo, Marlon, why are you not playing Mario Kart World? Why are you not playing Donkey Kong? Why are you not playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2? I want to see what it looks like. That's what I'm talking about. So regardless of the fact, my job is not going to just be hanged up because people are saying the price is too high. I'm going to do what I have to do. I have a channel to run. So it is what it is. So you don't like that? I don't know what else the heck I'm going to tell you. Just do you. And if you don't get no value out of the shows, then I completely understand that. I mean, what are you gonna do? Nothing is changing right now. All this rah, nothing is changing. Price is still $80. Okay, case closed, case done. GTA 6 comes out and GTA 6 is $100. Oh, it's too expensive. Not going to change. GTA 6 is going to be $100 if that's the case. And it is what it is. Regardless of how much it's going to be, people are still going to freaking buy it. Case in point. So, again, I rest my case. Christian Jordan says, what's up, brother? He says, how's your family? He says, physical, mentally, spiritual. God bless you and your family. I said, just got work finally. Hey, thank you for the support. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. I appreciate it. He said, Marlon, how much you think GTA 6 will be? I think it's probably going to be $69. But you never know, man. We might get the shock of our lives at 80 to $100. We'll see. We'll see. Nothing is surprising nowadays, but we'll see. He says, bro, June about to be epic month with Summer Game Fest, Switch 2 launch, and Xbox Game Showcase, and maybe Ubisoft Showcase. Yeah, can't wait. It says, I think Marlon is upset by the price, but is accepting it because, like he said earlier, Nintendo is not going to change anything, especially after Nintendo's statement where Bowser basically said, exactly. Bowser, listen, bro. Bowser is like, look, which is completely wrong, which is anonymous, God bless, which is completely wrong. Hey, if you can't afford a Switch 2, go buy a Switch 1. Like, that's not cool. And I've said this yesterday. That's not okay. But the reality is, Nintendo does not care. They don't care. They're not even saying, oh, okay, we can try to come out with a cheaper Switch 2. Nope. You can't afford it, play Switch 1. Right? And then after that comment, you honestly think that Nintendo is going to go down on the price? We had Bill Trenton. Stop. It says, stop. You are lying. That's not what he said. Okay, now we trolling, right? We trolling, right? We got to be trolling. Life of N, you got to be trolling, right? You got to be trolling, right? I literally read the entire article yesterday, and that is basically the gist of what he said. So what is lies? What are you talking about? Like what let me see you spin this. You're reading the articles wrong. You're reading wrong articles. What? What are you talking about? Like what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, dude? How am I reading the article wrong? What? Wait, why is my computer acting crazy right now? Bro, I swear. Like, what are you talking about? I'm twisting it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I quit. I literally quit. This is why I said, like, there's always something for somebody to complain about. You sit here and you're trying to twist and you're trying to turn and you're trying to come up with different reasons on why that's not the case. Like, oh, you're reading it wrong. How am I reading it wrong? The man said what he said. And people were like, oh, man, that kind of reminds them of what Don Matrix said. Like, how am I reading it wrong? Were you in here when I read the entire freaking article? Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, what are you on? I would like to know. You know me, I don't have time for the bull crap. So let's read here because we're not dumb in the brain. Okay, Insider Gaming says, can't afford a Nintendo Switch 2? ? Buy a Switch 1, Nintendo says. So how the heck am I sitting here? I've read this already. So now somebody want to sit here and get me started today. So literally, it says Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders are opening up in various regions. not you, United States, today and tomorrow, meaning that likely millions of people are set to make the $450 plus purchase on the new Nintendo console. Unfortunately, however, there are plenty of others that won't be able to afford the Nintendo Switch 2. In a recent interview, open up your ears, wall, because I'm pissed off now. In a recent interview with CBC, which took place prior to the console's pre-orders being delayed in the United States, Nintendo of America's president Doug Bowser was asked about the console's price and what players who can't afford it should do. His response: play the original Switch. Plain and simple. Play the original Switch. In other words, if you can't afford the Switch 2, play the original Switch. What in that for you not to freaking understand? How is it that I'm reading this wrong and I'm twisting it and I'm this and I'm that? Like, it's plain and simple. Play his response, play the original Switch. Cut and dry, just like the article said. Cut and dry. That's it. What are you talking about? And then down here, I don't like this. You guys don't, man, you know me already. I don't have time for the bull crap. Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started. As we look at Nintendo Switch 2 and you think about the feature sets that I talk about, we believe that the pricing is appropriate. So all of you whining and complaining about the doggone price, Nintendo is saying, we believe the pricing is appropriate for the value of the machine and the gameplay experience overall. End quote, Bowser said. Quote, we recognize there are some people that may not be able to afford the Nintendo Switch price point. That's why we wanted to make the other Switch platforms available, so people still have an opportunity to come into our gaming universe, be a part of these characters in these worlds, and see value, if you will, in whatever rung of the platform they come in. End freaking quote. And guess what? Same thing Don Matrick said back in 2013. Obviously, this is not going to sit freaking well. Why it's not a direct as freaking Don Matrick response regarding the Xbox One requiring a constant internet connection in 2013, it still isn't something that is likely to sit well with a lot of freaking players. So it's plain. It's not hard for you to comprehend. The man simply said, if you cannot afford a freaking Nintendo Switch 2, play the original Switch. That's cut and dry to me. That's not twisting it. That's not making up anything. That's exactly, you read it, you comprehend it, you take it in. That's exactly what this man is saying. Play the original Switch. Play the original Switch. We don't care if you can't afford it. Sorry, we don't care. Horrible response, by the way, but play the original Switch. Simple as that. It's not like brain surgery. It's not freaking physics or chemistry. It's not hard to figure out. It's not rocket freaking science, right? Like, it's not programming where you got to learn HTML and freaking, listen to me, don't get me freaking started. Plain and simple. So there you go. You whining, most of you whining and complaining about price, play the Switch 1. That's what Nintendo is saying. As much as that comes off very rude and disrespectful to their entire audience or to their entire consumer base, that's what he said. Play the Switch 1. Play the original Switch. Plain and simple. Man, don't get me started, bro. Please do not get me started and tell me, sitting here telling me, oh yeah, you're just reading it wrong and you twisting it. Like, no, don't start defending stuff. Don't sit here and defending stuff, bro. Like, it cut and dried. That's what they said. Every other content creator sat there and report on the same freaking thing.
And that's the same thing, the same article, same everything, same way how everybody retained that. Play the original Switch. Go ahead. Like, bro, listen, it's not hard. Like, listen, bro, it's not freaking hard. If you cannot afford the Nintendo Switch 2, just don't buy it. It's the same thing about the PlayStation 5 Pro. People were sitting here, oh, PS5 Pro is too expensive. Is it expensive? Yes, it is. $699. It ain't cheap, but it is not for everyone. You hear what I'm saying? It's the same conversation that we were having about PS5 Pro. Most of you guys were like, nope, not freaking buying it. That's completely fine. Don't buy the PS5 Pro, because at the end of the day, people who can afford it will purchase it. Like, it's just, bro, like, man, that stuff pissed me off, dude. Like, it's annoying. Like, you have all these fanboys up here sitting here trying to defend Nintendo. Stop trying to defend them. Like, that's exactly what Nintendo said. Like, stop trying to defend every single thing Nintendo does. Like, it's annoying. Man, that stuff pissed me off, dude. Said Marlon is speaking the truth. Stop being soft and do what you do. It's not hard. Yeah, it's not hard. Like, just do what you do. If you are okay with the pricing of the games and okay with the pricing of the Switch 2, bravo. Go ahead and support it. If you are anti Nintendo right now, you don't like the price, you don't like the price of the games, simple, plain and simple. Go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Go somewhere else, or shout on top of your lungs until something changes, or vote with your wallet. It's as simple as that. Same thing with the PS5 Pro. Like, really? Come on, man. It says that that's disrespect to those who work hard making Switch 2 first 4K 60 content on the gaming industry. Like, it's just like, it's always something to freaking complain about. Like, I don't freaking understand. Like, I don't get it. I just don't freaking get it. Life of N. It's okay, dog. It's okay. I'm not fixing to sit here and go back and forth with this. Whatever you think Doug Bowser said is whatever you think he said. I've just read it. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth about this. Like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna waste energy and time on this. I said, people get what you're saying. Said, but I guess they just want you to take a stand and not put up with the dirty practices. I've already called them out. I've already called Nintendo. I said, yes, the price is a bit too expensive. I've already said that. I said, I wish that the price could come down. Yes, rightfully so. But is anything changing since I've made that stream and call them out? Is anything changing? No. The price are what they are. Is either you're going to pay that price or you're not. Period. Period. If it's overpriced, similar to the PS5 Pro, just don't buy it. Simple as that. Like, people, you know what the problem is in gaming today and in social media today? People complain about every single thing. It's like, dang if you do, dang if you don't. Like, every single thing people complain about. Like, yes, complain when you legitimately need to complain, but every single freaking thing, every freaking game is so annoying. Every game is woke. Every game is trash. Every console, everything that's new that comes out is trash. It's this, it's that. It complain too doggone much. Complain too much. Like, it gets annoying after a while. And some of them are not even legitimate complaints. It's just a bunch of negative freaking Nancy's. Like, just negative, just every single thing. Whether it's Sony, whether it's Microsoft, whether it's Nintendo, everybody just whines and complains every single time. Nobody is saying for you not to be vocal and speak up, but it's just like, man, some of these people, and then they turn around and still buy it. That's the crazy part. It's so pathetic. It's like you complain, you come in the stream and you complain, oh, this, oh, that. And then behind closed doors, you got to Switch 2. You got an $80 game at your crib. What? Make that make sense. Whatever, man. It is what it is. I don't even care. Like, it is what it is. Like,
Vote with your wallet. Do what you want to do. It's your money. Do what you do. I don't care. I don't care what you do with your money. I don't care how you spend your money. Do what you do. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. Zero to do with me. You do what you do. You don't like the price of these games? Go tag Nintendo on Twitter and be like, listen, I don't like the price. And see if they'll come down off of it. Because the price is expensive. Yes, it is. $85 for a freaking video game. That's a lot of money. Yes, it is. And it should be less than that. But the reality is, it's not going to change. This is Nintendo we're talking about. They're not going to come down off the price. They are not. It is what it is. It's either you like it, yes or no. Period. So I don't care what you do with your money. I don't care. But they still, exactly, Antique, they still gonna buy it. They still gonna buy it. Period. And they're still gonna buy it. Still gonna buy it. Period. You say, I feel you, Marlon. He says, I'm not a bit of a complainer. He says, but when there's something to complain about, I complain when there's something worth complaining about, depending on the aspects of the situation. Yeah, heck yeah, dude. Like, if there's something, and how many times have I called out Sony on their BS? How many times have I called out Nintendo on their BS? How many times have I sit here and I be vocal about things? Sometimes things change, sometimes it don't. Like when Sony sat there and be like, yeah, you're going to be getting Horizon for free. And then Sony turn around and be like, no, we're charging you for that upgrade. I'm like, oh, heck no. I let my voice be heard. And then everybody else in the PlayStation community let their voice be heard. And what ended up happening? Sony overturned Horizon and made it free. Do you see that happening right now with Nintendo with these high prices for their games? No, there's people out there saying that these prices are ridiculous and they need to come down. But is there anything changing on Nintendo's side? No. Not happening. He said they will buy it. He says when a new Smash Bros. Exactly. If Nintendo comes out and say, hey, look, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Switch 2, $100. Ooh, that's expensive. With all the DLC characters, you'll be locked in when we, that's expensive, right? But guess what? Just like how people shell out money to buy Sparking Zero for $100 for early access, Forza Horizon 5 for early access, all this nonsense, they're going to spend that $100. Period. End of story. Can you play the in-person interview of Doug Bowser for us? Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find it. He said, you wilding out earlier. Somebody eats their Frosted Flakes. This is their great Tony Tiger voice. Thank you for the entertainment. Long day. I needed it. Hey, anytime, bro. Anytime. I appreciate you guys, man. Anytime. Anytime. You know, I try. These streams takes a lot of energy and a lot of time. Anytime. Anytime. Ooh, look at this price. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. 125% rate for China. Good Lord. Ouch. 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 My goodness. My goodness. Yeah, but that's what we got to deal with, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming through today. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, man. I really do appreciate it. But like I said, people are always going to have something to say. You know what I mean? And like, there's so much negativity in our industry right now. It's unbelievable. It ain't even got nothing to do with the price of Nintendo games. It's just in general. Every new game that comes out, it's like this sense of hate and negativity for no reason. You know what I mean? For no freaking reason. God of mercy. Somebody tagged me into the interview. I don't know. I went on CBC's website and I did not see it. So if you have the interview or that clip of him talking, just tag me into it or something. That would be a lot quicker. But like I said, man, people are always going to have something to say. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you. Only you that can make that decision.
Marlon, to be honest with you, I blame Sony because Sony was the first that had us paying $10 upgrades for cross-gen titles.
True, 100%. There you go. But hey, you know what? The same thing. Hey, listen. You know what though? You know what? McShawn, at the end of the day, man, it don't even matter who started it, right? Because the reality is, this is what's happening, right? This is what's happening. We have high video game prices now to deal with. And while it sucks that we're paying $80 and having the game chat behind a paywall and all this type of stuff, it sucks. But the reality is, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just don't buy it. Just don't freaking buy it, bro. Oh, Lord. Just don't buy it, man. And all this negativity. Some content creators, all you see is just a bunch of negative videos. Like, negative videos. Lord have mercy.
So this is just Nintendo testing the waters, Marlon.
Exactly. Like, it's just like, I don't get it, bro. Like, people just complain. Like, yes, the price is expensive. Should the price be cheaper? Yeah, sure, 100%. But I don't freaking know, man. I just don't know. Just don't get it. So much negativity. I'm so sick of these content creators.
To go
like
even further beyond.
So much freaking negativity, bro.
Tariffs are paused for 90 days. Can you pre-order it?
No, you cannot. You can't pre-order it. We're still waiting on them right now. No, you cannot. No, you cannot pre-order it right now. We're still waiting. But we'll see what happens. Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, you can't make nobody freaking happy, dude. I swear, like, it's just a bunch of negative, man. I can't. It's like, you know, I get it, man. You know what? I get it. I really do get it. Like, I think that most of these content creators and people in general, it's called rage bait. You know what I mean? People sit there and make these rage bait content because people love negativity and people love drama. And you know, if people can just be negative, then you get so much more views and so much more subscribers and so much more attention, because people love drama and people love misery and people love to complain about every single thing. It's okay to complain about certain things, but it's just this constant negativity, like just bashing and bashing and bashing and bashing continuously. Like, it's just like, oh, I'm tired. I'm just tired, dude. I just, you know, like I said, just do it. Just do what you do. You don't like something, just don't buy it. Simple as that. It's always going to be people sitting here going back and forth, debating this, debating that. Oh, this, oh, that. Like, just don't get it. I know I'm getting the Switch too. God's willing. I know I'm getting one. And I will be getting one, and I will be reviewing it on the channel for you guys. Those of you who care to watch the unboxing, the review, the Switch 2 content on the channel, you guys will watch it. Case closed. I rest my case. I'm not going to sit here and waste any more of my time going back and forth with anybody. It's just a waste of my time. You do what you do. You know what I mean? If you don't like something, speak up about it. Be vocal about it. Hey, you know what? I don't like this. I don't support this. That's completely fine. But what I'm not going to do is waste more time and energy on this situation. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, Nintendo should come down off the price. You know, things should get a little bit cheaper, but what is cheap nowadays? Ask yourself that. Everything is going up in price. Food is expensive. Rent is expensive. Cars just went up in price. You know, every clothes, every freaking thing around us is expensive. Nothing is freaking cheap. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for a sweet deal, I don't even know what to tell you right now, because the whole world is in chaos right now. Every freaking thing is super duper expensive. You go to the grocery store, you spending $300, $400, $500 on groceries, sometimes even way more than that. Everything is expensive. It doesn't make it right that things are expensive. Do I wish that things would be more affordable? Yes. Who don't want to save money? I know I do. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is everything is so freaking expensive, right? It ain't just, let me just say this, because I'm just irritated. You know, I really am. I'm not joking. Like, this is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it alone. Every single thing is expensive around us. You know what I mean? You go to the PC side of things. That is super duper expensive. Motherboard, processor, RAM, freaking cases, 5090s, all these graphics cards, expensive. Nothing. A PS5. You think that's cheap? $400, $450. The same, man. We got a bunch of hypocrites. The same price that people over here sitting here complaining about. Okay. Oh, Switch 2 is too expensive. Are you serious right now? Are you freaking serious? Oh, it's too expensive. But the reality is, again, if you want to buy a PlayStation 5 console right now, okay, $400 freaking dollars. Expensive. That's expensive. $450, $699, $449. Right? That $400, that's still a lot of money. You know, $399, $350, that's still a lot of money. Every single thing is expensive. So it's kind of like, bro, like, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, go buy a PS5. If the Switch 2 is too expensive for you, if $50 is going to make or break you, go buy a PlayStation 5. Here you go, right here. You know what I mean? You could get you an Astrobot PS5 Slim for $399. So yes, nobody is policing you and forcing you to buy a Switch 2. Go ahead and buy a PS5 Slim for $399. It's plain and simple. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I just don't get it. Nothing, no matter which company you go to, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, if you want what you want, it's going to cost you. Period. Like, it's going to cost. Nothing is cheap. So, hey, man, call these companies out. Call them. It said Razer just paused laptop purchases on their website due to tariffs. Okay. There you go. There you go. Razer, the one of the biggest manufacturers of laptops, keyboard, mouses, all that stuff. You said that they pause laptops on their. I got to go look for myself. So it ain't just Nintendo. It's the entire freaking world. You know what I mean? Like, bro, y'all sitting here complaining about price. Stuff is fixing to go up even higher. Sorry. The air that we freaking breathe is getting expensive. Like, I don't even know what else to tell you. If you can't afford something, just don't freaking buy it. Everything is going up on price. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that? Razer pausing their laptops because of freaking tariffs? So it ain't just Nintendo. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I wish things were cheaper. I really do. I really wish that things were cheaper, but it's not, guys. Everything is going up in price. You want a freaking laptop. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay thousands of, you know how much for a 5090 laptop? $5,000. Is that cheap? No, it's not. Can I afford a 5090 laptop so I can review it on the channel? Heck no, I don't have it. It is what it is. I can't afford it. I'm going to leave it alone. You understand what I'm saying? These laptops, these 50 series laptops are ridiculous in price. $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 laptops. They are expensive. I don't see there's a huge uproar about laptops being ridiculously expensive. Oh, no, I don't see that. But what y'all sitting over here bashing freaking Nintendo like crazy, like Nintendo is the only one. Everybody is going up on price, bro. It ain't just Nintendo. That's what y'all fail to realize. Y'all over here pointing to, $80 games, $80 games. But look at the entire freaking industry, bro. Everybody, it ain't just Nintendo. Everybody will eventually go up on the price. That's just the way it is. It's the inevitable. Nothing is cheap. I'm literally wasting my time right now even talking about this stuff because it ain't just Nintendo. It's not. Game Pass, heck, Game Pass might soon go up in price this year. You know what I mean? All these subscription services, every single thing is probably going to go up. It sucks, man. It sucks. I wish I had a better, explanation for this stuff, but reality is, hey, $80, hey, expensive, but what are you going to do? What are you going to freaking do? You know what I mean? Like, it's either you're going to pay it or you're not. Similar to the early access situation, some people are going to pay the price. Some people are going to be willing to pay the price of admission, which I've said earlier. You see what I'm saying? Some people are going to pay the price. Some people are not. Hold on a second. So yeah, like I said, in my closing, thank you guys so much for y'all support. And yeah, man, these prices of these games, I wish was cheaper. I'm being honest. I wish they were cheaper. I wish that every single thing in the US, in the entire world was cheap. Cheap enough for everybody to afford it. But that's just life. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, how much money you make. That's just life. If you want it, then you will buy it. So that's it. That's it for me today. Thank you guys so much. And all I can say is I hope things get better. I hope the prices do come down. I hope things can go back to normal. And I hope our gaming industry can go back to normal and things could be the way how everybody wants it to be. But by the looks of how things are going right now, that's simply just not the case. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. We out.
Ten toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that blame. All money in, we ain't copping no change. Feel like Ice Cube, cause I did good day. Don't need 3 whips, don't need no race. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy Ice skate. Thank the Lord every time I wait. Lace my shoes and I get to that cake. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Pedal to the floor, to the engine. Head up in the clouds when I levitate. We don't spit game, we just educate. 10-10-80, how the paper straight. Couldn't get it back then, so I had to wait. Now the money come to me, so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash none, I don't gotta fake, darling. We not practicing, we ballin'. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted.